Casey and I met when we were 19, when we were in college, and I was a sophomore. He was a freshman.
And I kind of seen her, and she was like, who's the stud in the corner?
But we didn't really talk, so our friends, I kind of just knew who he was. He grew up about 10 minutes from me, and then...
I'd be lying if I didn't say she had a kind of a nice, but that was the first thing I was just like, I probably shouldn't say that kind of stuff.
He had spiky brown hair and his shell necklace that he always wore, bright orange shirt, and he was just really cute. And
then about 2 weeks later, we seen each other at the Rascal Flatts concert and exchanged numbers.
And I called one of my friends and got his number. I called him, he answered, and I went and talked to him at the Rascal Flatts concert, and then we went on a date after that.
The first date, I believe, I picked her up at her dorm room, and I was really nervous. And on the way up, I noticed that my fly on my jeans was down and it was stuck. I couldn't get it, the hem came out and I couldn't get my fly up. And I'm like, oh, this is just dandy. And so I had this Abercrombie sweatshirt, so I tried to pull it down most of the night. But anyways, so I think we went to Applebee's.
And we went to Olive Garden, and then went and seen The Ring, I believe, which is a scary movie, and he hates scary movies.
I hate scary movies, and I probably screamed louder than she did, but...
I think he just held my hand. He tried to act like he was tough, but yeah, later on, now that he told me he didn't like the scary movie, I could tell he was kind of scared.
Again, I tried to hide my fly being down the whole, but yeah, my fly was down the whole night.
I can't tell you where our first kiss was because I don't remember.
Yeah, that was like 10 years ago, and I've killed way too many brain cells in the meantime. I think it was out in front of her mom's house in my truck.
I could say it was in my mom's driveway, but that could be a complete lie. I really don't remember.
We ended up making out for like 4 hours. That was back when we had CD players, and the Garth Brooks CD played literally 2 times around. And I was actually supposed to go duck hunt the next morning with my brother-in-law James, and the sun was coming up and I was late for going duck hunting.
I think I first knew Casey was the one for me when we were, I guess when he first told me he loved me. Just gave me butterflies when we were younger, and we actually dated for quite a while and then broke up after that. And
it was brutal. It was, I'd be lying if I didn't say about a week after we broke up, I kind of got the, oh shit, oh crap, what did I do?
I just always thought every day, kind of, did I make the right decision breaking up with him? And I thought about him all the time.
I've always loved James ever since, we first started dating. I never stopped loving her when we broke up. After we broke up, it was really hard on me.
Eventually I came back home and hung out with him every time I was home. And something about him just kept drawing me back to him. And then we just started hanging out again, and finally I just thought, it just feels right. Like something has happened and we should be together, so.
This is it. This is who I'm supposed to be with. This is, so I didn't wait long. I proposed to her, I think, like 8 days after I got her to move back to home, so.
We were gonna go golfing with his cousin and his wife at Iron Horse in Ashland, and so we went golfing.
It was just like a beautiful day. Like, this is perfect. I went and talked to her dad, made sure he was cool with it. And it was like 80 degrees, and then I had the tee time set for us to be the last ones off the course. And sure enough, my best man Jeremiah is supposed to join, and his wife Sheena are supposed to join us, and they're late. And so I could have killed him. He's still in my good graces, but I wasn't very happy with him at the time. They were about 15 minutes late. So I'm like, oh great, this is just gonna be how this night goes, or this evening. And then the sun came out, the wind stopped, and it was like 95 degrees, humid, and it was her birthday, and she's just sweating, I'm sweating, we're not having any fun, and we're just laboring through the 9 holes of golf. And then on the 9th hole, Jer, as sly as he is, which is total, that's a joke.
His cousin told us that he left his club back at the 8th hole. So he needed to go back and get it. So I just sat there, I'm like, oh, typical Jeremiah, lost his golf club. We'll just sit here and wait. So Casey just kind of said, well, let's go on without Jeremiah and Sheena, and we'll see who wins this hole between us two.
My brother-in-law, Tom, went out and put the ring in the hole, and she couldn't, I don't know, she's a fairly good golfer, but she lost like 4 balls on the hole. The hole took us like 25 minutes. Finally, we get up to the green, and I can see the ring sticking out, and she like pitches one over the green into the water. I'm like, here, just hit mine, get it close.
Finally, he just got really frustrated, and I think I somewhat got close to it, and he just said, I said, what is in that hole? And he said, why don't you go check it out? And I said, okay. So I go up there, and I saw the box, and I said, what is this? And he said, I don't know, open it. And I said, seriously, what is this? And I opened it up, it was my ring, and I turned around, he was down on one knee, and I just looked at him and I said, shut up, you're not serious right now. And he's like, yeah, I am.
She started crying, and I started crying, and there was pontoon boats, they started hooping and hollering, and then all the once I got down on one knee, all the family started running out. It was really cool.
And then he just said, will you marry me? And I said, yes. And here comes my whole family, his family, just screaming out on the golf course. So it was fun. We had everybody celebrate. There were fireworks that night, and it was good.
Oh my, I'm nervous right now. I was like 20 times nervous then.
I really wasn't expecting it. I kind of thought I was getting an iPad.
A weird thing that she does. I'm sure she has like 10 things that I do that's weird, and I would agree with her.
He will come home and take his socks off and smell them before he puts them in the dirty clothes. It's just really weird.
I don't know why I do it. It's just like, well, how hard did I work today? And I'll smell my own socks. Yeah, pretty hard. And
sometimes he uses it as his napkin, so.
I do a lot of weird things.
What doesn't annoy me?
I'm sure there's a lot more things I do that annoy her.
No matter when it is, I'm in the bathroom. There's no lock on the door, so he'll just knock on the door. What are you doing? And I'm like, what do you mean, what am I doing? I'm in the bathroom. And he'll say, number 1 or number 2? And I'm like, seriously, can't I just have privacy in my own bathroom?
Did she make you ask us this?
I would like 2 kids. Casey does. He says 1 just to start.
We don't have very many differences, but
if I can get that out of him.
I said we'll start with 1 and see how that goes, and she's like, well, we gotta have at least 2, and I'm more of a let's do 1 and see where it goes. I'd
like a couple kids. I'm getting kind of old, so maybe 1 in the next few years.
Sounds like we're gonna do 1. Maybe, hopefully not right away, but someday.
I love that he is just so down to earth. We'll sit in the corner and just have a big grin on his face and not really care about anything. It takes a lot to get him mad, and I know he really cares about me a lot and would do anything for me. I know we're just meant to be together. We're really happy.
She's my favorite person on this planet, and I can't wait to kind of get the rest of our life going.
Happy wife, happy life, but we'll see how that goes.
And we told the pastor, we don't care what you say, we're already too invested in deposits. Even if you tell us not to get married, we're still going through with it.
Yeah, we were in it to win it, so.
I love to watch the sunset as it fades behind the trees. Love to talk with God and get down